Hello and welcome to Minka-En here in the city of Fukushima. Follow me and I'll take you inside. Let's go. Come with me. Let's go check out some of these locations.
Minka-En is a preserved Japanese village on the outskirts of Fukushima City. Minka-En has both Meiji and Edo period buildings located on site. Along with the houses of prominent families from the period, it also hosts an inn, housing for retainers, and a 19th century theater. Not to mention the forge from our previous Culture Corner video. Let's start with the Baba family house. This house, though huge, is actually a horse stable connected directly to the residence. This made it much easier for the family to tend to the horses in the winter. Tohoku does not have the warmest of climates in the winter. Some prefectures have main roads that are impassable because of snow, even in the modern age. It makes sense that they would keep their horses as close as possible. Next would be the Kanno house, the Narawa house, the Watanabe house, and the Abe house. The Watanabe house is by far the youngest of the houses, being built in the early 19th century, whereas the Abe house was constructed in the mid-Edo period. These houses have their own distinct features. Interestingly, the Watanabe house features a pulley-drawn well, as well as an outdoor wood-fired bath, next to the outhouse, of course. Inside the houses were actually quite impressive. It was interesting to see some of the preserved tools. Next is the forge. As I stated in a previous video, this is a recent addition, though it would be assumed that there was one on site at some point in time. This is a welcomed addition, and even more spectacular that they have a traditional swordsmith who uses it on a regular basis. You can even schedule a visit during the sword creation process. Next up the road is the Kake family house. Though it is a family house, this place was an inn for traveling people. It was constructed in the 1870s and remained in service until the 1920s. When main roads were built as well as steam engine track, the inn began to lose business and ultimately shut down. For those of you who are learning Japanese, you would be interested to note that they have a tobacco display intact with tabako in hiragana written backwards. If you know why it's written backwards, leave your answer in the comments below. Kakujiken is a restaurant inn that was built near the end of the Edo period. This was an inn used for housing samurai and diplomats. At this location, during a point in instability during the Meiji Revolution, the head in Tokyo sent an emissary to this location to negotiate peace with the samurai. According to the sources, the emissary was denigrating and rude to the samurai gathered there, to which they beheaded him. As a side note, some people in Japan, even today, look down upon the people of Tohoku as bumpkins. Minka-En also has the Hirose Theater, built back in 1887. The theater still holds many traditional and modern forms of Japanese performing arts, including kabuki and rakugo. The theater was also used as a movie theater in later years. One of the greatest things about it is that it has a functioning turntable.
About to go down into the bottom of the theater so we can go onto this turntable down there.
Lastly is the Ono house. You may remember from our Tashirojima video about silk farms in Japan. This was a prominent one that they still have all the tools and supplies used for harvesting silk. It is not in use today, but it is well preserved for public viewing. To get to Minka-En from Fukushima Station, go out the east entrance and go over to bus stop 7. If your Japanese isn't strong, get on the 84-1 bus to Sabara and get off at Muroishi. It costs 630 yen. It is best to have exact change when using the bus. It is a short 8-minute walk from Muroishi to Minka-En. The return trip is the same. Minka-En is a must-see if you want to learn about Japanese traditional culture or Japanese traditional architecture. Minka-En also hosts regular events like basket making, swordsmithing, mochi making, and many others. If you'd like to know more about Minka-En, I would refer you to the Fukushima Guide Facebook page. They have a great deal of information about Minka-En. Not only that, they have an English-speaking employee, so you won't have to worry about a language barrier either.